Hey guys! Welcome back to Let's Play Grandia 2. Last time we entered the library but didn't read any books because we ran out of time. This time, let's read the volumes on the shelf. No, I don't want to talk to you. That's why I walked to the shelf. Stop turning to something else all the time. Thank you. Known that long ago all lived in the light, all knew the love of Grans the earth was bountiful, and the people's hearts were glad and lovey-dovey, kumbaya. Sorry, I'm getting distracted here. Valmar found the world, the taint of darkness spread across the land, and the heart of man was despoiled of its innocence. Darkness moved to the battle, by fate ordained men to prepared for war, their numbers divided between light and darkness. And so began the battle of good and evil, so we kind of get the preamble before the battle actually begins. Grans and Valmar fix their eyes upon each other, better to make an end. Wait a minute, did Merrick write this? I guess if you kind of read all of it, it kind of sounds poetic-y, similar to how Merrick would write. Basically, it's kind of a formal text, but I'm not sure how they know this at this point, but it's an inflated title for a dumbed-down version of the original scripture that was meant to be read by common folk. Kind of reminds me of years and years and years ago, there was a comic adaptation of the Bible that I started reading and never finished. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. Heard it all before, though not exactly in this form. Interesting. Book 2. Darkness fell before the light. The earth was split asunder. Land sunk into the sea. Sea vomited land as Valmar's spirit was sealed. A new moon was hung in the heavens. And it is written that the moon burns in remembrance, so misfortune will soon follow. This actually reminds me of something. Reminds me of Legend of Dragoon. There's also a moon in that game, and it also has some kind of relation to a great evil, potentially. I won't say any more than that, so I don't spoil anything in that game, even though I've already LP'd it, just because some people may not have seen that one. It pretends judgment of the righteous and is called Valmar's Moon, for the shadow of the Dark One lies long and heavy. Much to mediate within these pages. I'll have to sleep on it, which shouldn't be a problem given the reading material. You should at least be familiar with everything you find boring or difficult to read. Chances are they're all important. To who? You know, some things that are difficult to understand or boring may be interesting to read, to learn about something, to understand a different perspective. But just because you find it boring doesn't mean it's important. I bet if I tried to read Twilight, I would find it boring. I don't think it's also important. Okay, Book 3. Darkness stirred even when the seals were set. Anxious again to work upon the hearts of men, so strong is its hatred of light. And Grans set a part of his spirit aside, fashioning the sun to restore the ruined land. Then wounded, the light slept. Yeah. Does Ryudo not tire of this? Does he not want to put his fist through the book? May his suffering end quickly. Yeah, pretty much. The part that says, whoopee for Grans, let's run about happily, trailing brightly colored ribbons from our hands. I have to agree with him here. It doesn't sound like an impartial interpretation of these stories. It's very one-sided, as Rowan says here. So why don't we listen to the other side? Interesting what the followers of darkness have to say. Have to be fair. I like this, but apparently Rowan does not. He's like, you want to know the evil side. What is wrong with you? But anyway. Sorry if there are a number of pauses in this video. You may notice from my voice it may go up and down a little bit. Hopefully if it does break in the middle of it, I will redo that part of the video, but I seem to be catching something, which tells me that it's about wintertime, because I usually catch something around wintertime pretty much every year, which kind of sucks. But anyway, people kept fighting all the time. One day, a huge light appeared. A huge light? Like a beam of light? An orb of light? A laser of light? What kind of light? Light blessed the earth and told the people to stop fighting. The light was Lord Grans. The world became beautiful. Trees grew everywhere. Birds sang sweetly. It really is as Ryudo said, isn't it? It's very much one-sided. Land became a true paradise. How many young minds have been totally warped by this bogus story? It's a work. I have never heard it, which explains why your eyes aren't glazed over like everyone else's, which actually does account for what many of the people around town seem to have as their kind of primary opinion of the world where they live, Granis, and everything else. They're very much, oh yeah, we're blessed, so we're fine, you other people don't matter kind of thing. So Merrick learned that the sun rises and also sets. Two rivers run into the sea, and the sea is not full. The rain returns unto the heavens, such is the manner in which our cycles begin. Yes, I had to put that there. The legends are taught to the young, even as I was instructed while yet a youth. Tree grows, beaver eats tree, tree falls, beaver builds dam, more trees grow. Got it. Pretty much sounds about right. And the final one here, we have, but one day the sky grew cloudy. The daytime became as dark as night, and a heavy rain began to fall. A scary monster came to make traps to catch people who didn't take care of their hearts. The people became monsters. And the monsters started attacking people, and saw that the bad people were basically, you know, he's all great and powerful, blah, blah, blah. Both of these two separate books, you know, the first one in 3 parts, second one in 2 parts, talk about very similar stories. But I think it's important to go through it because we've been hearing about this battle of good and evil for so long that we needed to have some kind of context, some kind of explanation of what actually happened. Now, it's interesting that Ryudo says that it's a dumbed down version for the common folk, because we actually will have access to the original scripture later on, and I will be going through that as well. I wouldn't know. I've never seen a demon. I don't think he's seen a demon. Oh, right. Yeah, she has wings, but she doesn't, you know, she's not like, you know, a demon. She doesn't seem like a demon. She acts very much like kind of a spoiled person. There's some song lyrics here if you want to talk to that. At the end they say, I think Ryudo says something about it not making, you know, not having a rhythm or a beat or something like that. And then they suggest that Elena should sing it, but since she doesn't actually sing it, I'm not going to talk to it or anything like that. All right, let us spend the night. This one is automated. We don't get to pick around. As you can see, all our characters are out of order from how it normally would be. Been quite a pleasure. Quite an adventure as well. Wise man still tends to the fire, though it burns brightly. Yeah, I didn't really comment too much there. I could have, but I was having a coughing fit, so my apologies. But basically, you know, Elena is not liking that Ryudo is still kind of referring to the entire trip as a job. By the way, I finally sold the whatever it is, the gold statue I got for taking her in the last episode, finally. So anyway, time to go to the cathedral now, but I thought we were supposed to go in the morning. Oh, but I already had half my dinner. Kind of rude to interrupt my dinner to go meet with somebody, even if he is offering me more dinner. So I'm already in the middle of it. Kind of hungry. Don't spoil the moment, kid. But now you know what to do. Good luck. Please take care. And it's goodbye, Miss Elena. And you can see there's a reason why in the previous part I talked about it, where she seems to not really want the journey to end because she does seem to enjoy the company of the people that she's with. At least she does at this point. Whether she did at the start with Ryudo is anyone's guess. She is gone. We just lost our most powerful character. The one that's been one-shotting everybody. That kind of sucks. Yeah, our job is done. Elena's where she belongs. A little sad about the whole thing. Go figure. No matter how hard you tried to hide it, we kind of got the feeling that you were starting to kind of enjoy her company a little bit. The day of darkness is near. Yeah, we've kind of seen that. But for the world, the darkness must be resealed in. The divine sword, the Grana saber, which, if you recall, was the one that cut that hole, I think, in the ground, the Grana cliffs. And the world is doomed. I understand. I will not let you down. Of course you won't. You came all the way here to get your demon exercised, and if there's something else you have to do that, it makes sense. Never been one for goodbyes. Or hellos. Can't help but feel a bit sad when someone like her leaves, but, oh well. It does. I don't quite understand at all. So you don't understand at all. Light, darkness, Granus, Falmar, can't tell them apart. Basically, Rowan just wants to learn. He's very much a bookworm. Reminds me of any number of characters from other games we've played. Albert from Legend of Dragoon. A game I haven't LP'd, but Will from Tales of Legendia. But there are plenty of games with analog characters for Rowan's desire to learn. Didn't the church drill some manners into you? Well, somebody was rude, but I don't think it was the priest. He's called for us? Your amazing singing voice, hey? Oh. Sounds like the first line of a really bad joke. I don't have any examples. I didn't bother to think one up, and yeah. He's said to be the sage who will save the world, huh? The sage who will save his breath. I love Ryudo's reaction to pretty much anything. Alright, let's see if we can run straight up there. I don't think there's anybody else in particular we need to talk to. I wonder if we got a second line of dialogue from Mark's father, which would be you. Ah, there we go. We have to get this line, I think, in order to get the thing, and I didn't realize that. Neglected your son, but a sword swept reason. Please forgive you. Fight through this. I am sure your son is waiting for you to recover. Okay. Thanks so much. Okay, so we got through that. That's fine. Good. I don't think I've mentioned it yet, just probably because I don't think I knew, but like if you want to skip through dialogue real fast, the circle button. I'm not sure if I've mentioned that yet. If I haven't, I have now. I haven't been using it myself because I haven't been paying attention, but anyway. I'm impressed. I'm surprised. Now, I guess this might explain why there's snow a little further up in the castle. I talked about it last time where there was snow at the top of the cathedral, but not in town. But seriously, if you have stairs and you're going from an elevation that has no snow to an elevation that has snow, those are long stairs, especially without a chairlift. I'm sure it did. Well. Stop gawking. Main cathedral of the church. Maybe? I don't know yet. I don't know how a building can be pretentious, but I guess the intention can be pretentious. Well, yeah, we'll do that later. Sublime and beauteous person. Nerves of steel that can coldly take the lives of others in order to fulfill her religious duty. Okay. So they're trying to give an explanation for why she's so zealous. I kind of get it, but she still comes across as more evil to me. So it's not coming, but everyone fears that it's coming, and you're not afraid because you don't believe it. Wait, what? I'm confused. What about you? Worried about whether you'll be accepted. For a religious bunch, you sure some have hellacious rules. If you failed, you failed. You can't really pray for it, but, so somebody feels kind of normal. Cathedral Knights are overzealous. Finally, someone I can talk to. We'll only reduce the number of followers for Lord Grans. We're trying to increase our number. Extraordinary events like those recent ones are repeated, we'll just keep losing more and more followers, right? Listen, I take back what I said. You aren't worth talking to. What a dick. Alright, let's go talk to you. So something important to talk to Ryudo about. But I guess these guys can chill around here for a while? There we go. The library is what Rowan wanted to go to anyway. We gotta get a team huddle. Everybody huddle up. Clever boy. Yeah, pretty much. Now, how would it look if you tried to strangle a bird in the middle of church? Sure. This way, please. will be waiting in the library. This video may run a little long because I believe all I have to do is go through this cutscene. I believe I have an option of saving after this, but I can't remember how long this cutscene lasts. Well, they let the bird fly around in the big building. Well, that is a big-ass amphitheater type building. Room. Whatever. I don't know. Well, I'll let you listen to the song.
Bring to this world light, peace, and harmony.
Well, that's a pretty good voice for a holy man.
Your Holiness Zera, please calm our anxious hearts. What can we do to rid the world of the terrifying darkness?
Sounds
You
like
must bolster
brain
your
from
soul.
Pinky in the Brain.
If you leave no chink in the armor of your soul, then the darkness will be forced to leave.
Not Zera the priest
Please save us from Valmar.
You must not falter. We must all not give in to darkness. I cannot save you. You must save yourselves.
Your Holiness Zera, please lend me your ear.
Yes, what should we do?
And these are priests.
Quiet!
These are priests that
We
are
are
all
here
concerned.
to bring peace to the world.
Not peasants.
How can one do so in a panic? Everyone, please, calm down.
Yet, Your Highness Zera, the recent rumors of the revival of Valmar are not going away.
Of course
I
not.
have even heard reports that the rumors might be true. Right, High Priestess Celine?
Oh.
At this rate, the day of darkness seems unavoidable.
But we must not strike fear in the hearts of the people we are trying to save. Doing so would surely go against the will of Lord Grans. What do you say, Cardinal Oro?
Oh, when the day of darkness comes, the world will most definitely be destroyed. I don't know what we can do.
Celine, do not misunderstand me. I'm not saying that the action the Cathedral Knights took was wrong. But you went too far. You must not frighten the people away from Lord Grans.
Yes, Your Holiness.
You must all remain on guard, so that darkness cannot take advantage of you. Please, everyone, back to your rooms.
I'm assuming there was another incident after the fact that Celine did, and those were part of the rumors that Celine was driving people away with her Cathedral Knights. Either that or it was the one that we experienced. I don't think she would have had time to do anything else since we came straight here and they left shortly before we did. So I would guess they only just got back as we got here. But anyway, that's pretty much all the time I have for today. The rest of the cutscene is going to run way long, so I'll have to record that later. But yeah, that's all for this one. And I'll see you guys next time.